Hey y'all, I'm sorry about being late, y'all. Oh, child, it's been moments. But I hope everybody's doing well. Look, this is gonna be Rupaul's Drag Race review. Um, I'm probably gonna bounce around a little bit. I'm probably gonna go not strictly in detail, but if you watch the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me see. Uh, this week's well, first of all, they had a little mini challenge, child. We said bye to Kahanna. We love her. But Kahanna's doing really well now. So shouts out to Kahanna. She's gonna be alright. She's young, she's fine, child. She got a lot to learn. She has a lot to go through to build, etc. I guess that means learn, whatever. So Kahanna gonna be alright. We all know that she can lip sync the house down. And once she get everything else in order, she's gonna be good. They're probably gonna have Kahanna on All Stars next season, whenever the hell All Stars is. Probably, I could be wrong, but probably. I personally think she will be ready for All Stars at that moment. I don't know. It could happen. Like we saw mini season 10 girls on All Stars. This past All Stars 4. And they just freshly left off their season. So and they went pretty far. I'm talking about mainly Monet Exchange and Monique Hart. Monet Exchange even won. So shouts out to Momo. But yeah, so it's possible to come freshly off a season, literally a few months, and then jump right back in. And then go all the way. It's absolutely possible for sure. So anyway, the little mini challenge they had was they dressed up as the news reporter, Miss Maddox. The lesbian. She's fierce. She stands up for the people's rights and things. Y'all, I'm a little slightly tipsy, so bless my heart. I went out with some friends last night and dipped it and did it, child. It was definitely long overdue. We all got together and had moments. So, shouts out to Juan, shouts out to Jalen, Jeffrey, Lena, the people selling. And also shouts out to Blonderella, and also shouts out to Terrell as well. Although they're not down here right now. If they was down here, it'd be, even litter. So shouts out to all the people across all the lands, darling. Okay. So, yes, they did a mini challenge. Who won the mini challenge? I don't damn remember. I think it was Brooklyn Heights. I think. Was it Brooklyn Heights? Probably. Brooklyn Heights is really winning and doing the damn thing. Brooklyn Heights is turning out. So yeah. Okay, so they went through that. So the main challenge was about Trump. They wanted to do it was a Trump Rupalooza, child, a Trump variety show, child, a Trump show. Every season they do those big variety shows and those big celebratory moments. All the queens get together. They have to come up with, they have a script, they have the character they're gonna play, whomever it is, and then they play it and put their all into it, make it their own, etc., etc. Slightly, I did feel some kind of way that the producers or whomever or Rue or whomever made a whole entire show about Trump. But I get it. A lot of it was just, making fun of Trump and stuff. And I mean, it's cool, but it's like last week or the week before that when they had the Get Out movie and the Black Panther movie, they was kind of sort of making fun of that. And that's something that is directly benefits, and it was two major movies that directly talked about black people and had black actors, and it was big box office movies. Big deal for African American people and actors, and they kind of just made fun of that. But let's celebrate Trump. It was a moment that I had, but I got over it. I was just like, whatever. Child, the girls was on teams. I don't even remember who the teams is. All I remember is that Raja O'Hara, she played Omarosa. A little later on, they had Ginger Minge's Trump, hilarious. Ariel Versace, she played Olivia Newton-John from Greece. You know what I want? And who else? Vanjie was Rosie O'Donnell, and everybody had all the girls they had still all the girls, come on Jesus, all the girls represented somebody in Trump's life, whether it was a positive impact or a negative impact or just somebody from his past, etc. They had some girls play Ivanka and some girls play his daughter, and all that situation. So it was cute. The guest star on this particular episode was New York Tiffany Pollard. Boots? Was it Boots? Pick a wall! Pick a wall! Yes, I am, because I'm fabulous. You know what, Boots? You don't even count. Nobody even remembers you. Open up your mouth and close your ears. Child, I love Tiffany Pollard. When I tell you I love Tiffany Pollard. Tiffany Pollard on the next 15. Because I'm like that yeast. I make shit rise. What else she said? The whole inner cry situation. Goons! Oh gosh. So funny. So funny, Tiffany Pollard. New York. I love her. Anyway. So she was the guest star on this. A lot of the girls was nervous about this challenge. Beforehand, they had a choreographer named Miss Giannis. He's worked with many people like Beyonce, etc. He was hateful. He was rude to everybody. I thought Raj was going to slap the taste out of his mouth. He was just hateful, nasty, rude. He liked Brooklyn, though, because, Brooklyn is a ballerina, prima ballerina. And, but Raja, she put herself out there as if she, is the dancer. And, she was like, I did jazz, tap, all this kind of stuff. And, then she got out there and she couldn't really pick up the choreography as quickly as the choreographer would have liked it. So, that was the whole thing. He was just rude. He was just rude and nasty. He wouldn't even know you like that, sir. Yeah. But I get it. That's his craft. Whatever. I get it. It's a job. So, judging by the challenge, everybody for the most part did well. You couldn't really, tell either way, who did bad and who did, good. But, there was a few people I could tell that they was getting ready to read, child. Vanjie was giving her all in that Rosie O'Donnell performance, but it wasn't Rosie. It was Vanjie. She was dipping it and doing it. And Vanjie was giving, it was a stud. It was a stud. What else happened? So, the runway was orange. It was orange inspired. I love Akira Davenport's look. It was everything. I love Raja's look. It was everything. Evie's look I liked as well. It was very Nina Bonina Brown. Her look, very Nina Bonina and Brown inspired. So shouts out to my girl Nina Bonina Brown. Nina Bonina Osama Bin Laden Brown. I think that's all the names. I forgot all the names. I love her, Nina Brown. So what else happened? Child, the judges, they read. One thing I do want to talk about is Nina West. Nina West really made me like her this episode. I always liked Nina West, but she really made me like her even more. You know, she's standing up for herself, and she talked about a Matthew Shepard situation, the gay boy who got, you know, beat up and everything, and you know, was killed, and it was a whole mess. It kind of really made me emotional, and I really respect Nina West. She has a lot of amazing qualities for sure. Yes, RuPaul looked beautiful. She really did. So yeah, I'm looking at my notes. And Silky in the challenge, she played Oprah. Hilarious. She killed it. We got on the runway, and actually Silky was the one that won the challenge. So shouts out to Silky. Nutmeg Ganache. It was beautiful. It was amazing. So what else happened? They kind of read Vanjie a little bit. Vanjie's look was just kind of, you know, typical. At this point, I'm tired of seeing Ariel Versace's hair. It's wearing me out. I'm tired of the big hair. It's the whole thing. You know, it's like, I understand it. That's your thing, big hair, Jersey. Jersey. Like, I get it. But it's like, girl, we tired of seeing it. And her outfits are not as spectacular as I thought they was. She's kind of a one-trick pony, Ariel Versace, in terms of ensembles. But hey, you know, maybe she could change it. She probably will. Ariel, I think that Ariel's is talented. She actually made me like her more this episode too, because she was more humble. She was humbled down for sure. And you know, that's always something that I can respect. What else? Oh, child. Earlier, Mercedes, she ended up telling the people, you know, that a lot of times people think that Muslims are terrorists, and she came on there to say that she's not a terrorist, and you know, she's been through a lot in her life, Mercedes. You know, due to, you know, who she is, her religion, her name, etc. And you know, just being black in general, child. So, you know, I got much respect for Mercedes. But she gathered the girls as if she had something very, like, important to tell them as to why she walked off. But all she did was just say, I'm Muslim. And it was just like, girl, we know. Like, okay. So, you know, we're back out on the runway. One of the other guest stars, I forgot his name. He used to have a show on E. Annoying as hell. And he was agitating Michelle Visage. Michelle kind of acted like they used to mess around or something back in the day. He was just playing with her. Like, he was really comfortable with Michelle. So the final, what do I want to talk about? Something happened in Untucked. Once I saw Scarlett's dress as a whole, I did not like it at all. Damn. New York came behind the stage to talk to the people. Oh, Untucked. She asked who's smashing and doing, you know, things. And you know, it's Vanjie and Brooklyn. What's funny is how they didn't really want to talk about the relationship to people. You could tell that, but it's all in our face. But y'all don't want to talk about it. They kissing all on camera, but they don't want to talk about it. Does that make sense? I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, I don't know. I heard from talks that it was going to be a relationship viewing between Brooklyn and Vanjie. So it is. So, you know, hey, nothing wrong with a little lesbian action. I enjoy it. So who ended up being in the bottom two was Raja and Mercedes. They did Living in America. I was like, okay, now Raja killed it. Raja ate it. Raja really did. She was incredible. Good. Raja's a really fierce lip syncer. Watch out, girls. She's fierce. Raja also was a little bit more likable this episode. You know, I'm subscribed to this YouTube channel where it talks about the girls and you know, rumors about future episodes, and also it talks about you know, after each episode how much the girls' Instagram accounts followers increase. And Raja has the least amount of Instagram followers out of all the girls on season 11. And so, you know, I think that the audience is kind of warming up to Raja a little bit more, you know, more and more on this show. But, you know, sometimes she is a trip for sure. But, you know, I like Raja. She's cool. She's not the most likable person on the cast as a whole, but I do like her. I think she's cool. She's talented, and she gives very fierce runways for sure. Cause them chaps that she had on, that was everything. That orange on that chocolate skin, everything. Anything else happened? Mercedes ended up getting sent home. Bless her heart. But it was time for her to go. I love Mercedes, but it was time for her to go. Yeah, it's down, child, and we gonna see what happens next week. We really are. We can, for the most part, as far as the lip syncs, once they get down to the lip sync part on these shows, on this show, we can tell who's gonna go home most of the time. But, you know, in terms of, you know, just going into a new episode, you never know how things are gonna shake out. You never know who's gonna go home next. A lot of likable people go home. A lot of strong competitors go home. So I don't know. We're going to see, child. But you know what we also going to see? Another video by me. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at IsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At IsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Rub me my money or rub me my fade. Rub me my money the way I get paid. Akira said that her look was inspired by Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj and the whole situation, and I enjoy it. I'm gonna try to use that as my thumbnail because I loved what she had on for real. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Waiting. Enjoy the music. This is she had on. I loved it. All that hair and all that ass. I was here for it. Curious everything. Alright, y'all. I'll see you guys later.